Doing a radio check. No need to respond.
Good evening. This is Vicky, KVKY, and welcome to the Youth Net. Tonight, for the kids, we've got Ivan, KE2EGF, Grayson, KG4BUT, and River, KR4GIP. The way it works is Sal and I will take check-ins, and then you can talk to the kids as they ask a question. Tonight's question: what is the funniest looking animal to you? Now, you can text in, but I'll warn you, the text line has been temperamental today. I haven't been getting confirmations. If you want to see if you did make it, you can go to ecr.radio/logs and pick YouthNet, and then you can watch along on the log. You can email in at text.ecr.radio and just put your call sign. All right. Who have we got up first? We've got Ivan's up first, then Grayson, then River. So we'll get some check-ins for Ivan. Taking check-ins twice and slowly, please. Taking check-ins for the YouthNet twice and slowly.
Kilo Charlie 1 Juliet Papa Delta. Kilo Charlie 1 Juliet Papa Delta.
W2 BLT. W2 BLT.
Kilowatt Bravo 2 Bravo Oscar November. Kilowatt Bravo 2 Oscar November.
Kilo 9 Tango Juliet Sierra 9
GUF.
November 1 Whiskey Echo Bravo N1 WEB.
AB1EX Alpha Bravo 1 Echo X-Ray.
All right, we'll hold up for a minute there. We've got AB1EX, N1WEB, WB3 ILA, K9TJS, KB2BON, W2BLT, KC1JPD, WD5DON, KB0GUF, N3SQR, and WB8ODF. And again, today's question is, what is the funniest looking animal to you? And over to Ivan, KE2EGF.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Good evening, everyone. This is Ivan, KE2EGF, and the question tonight is, what is the funniest looking animal to you? First up, we have WB8ODF, Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Please come out. Yeah, WB8ODF, Dave, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Please come out.
Well, good evening, Ivan and everybody on the Youth Net tonight. I didn't key up on the last go around there. Everybody was talking in the back room, and I couldn't get to my mute button. I'm going to say a sloth. They got 9-inch nails. They're really slow, and they got these 9-inch nails. And I'm not talking about the rock band 9-inch nails. I mean, their nails are really like 9 inches long. So I'm going to go with a sloth. This is Dave, WB8ODF.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Another one that looks pretty funny is those anteaters. They're pretty funny too. Yeah. Anyway, 73. It's just you, Dave. There. Next up, we have N3 SQR Joe in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Please come now.
Everyone on the net, and boy, I just started laughing. The one critter that comes to mind is the platypus. I mean, he doesn't know whether it's a duck or a beaver. He doesn't know, and I believe he lays eggs, and even though it's a mammal. So that was kind of peculiar, and I think they're also slightly venomous, and you can't go to a zoo to see them because they're not able to live in captivity. So they got that going for them. But everyone, have a good night, and thanks for spending some time with me tonight. N3SQR back in net control.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. 73 to you. Platypuses are definitely very funny animals. Next up, we have KB0GUF, John in South St. Paul, Minnesota. Please come now.
Good evening, young man, everyone in Zoom, everyone on the East Coast Reflector Youth Net tonight. I think the aardvark is a funny-looking animal, and I'll go with that. Thanks for having me. You guys do a great job. KB.
I'm sorry, John. I heard something about, yeah, I couldn't really get your answer there. Can you say it again, real slow?
Yeah, I said the aardvark, to me, is the oddest looking animal. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. 73 to you, John. I just looked that up, and yeah, I actually have seen those. They're like anteaters, kind of without the long nose, but kind of remind me of an armadillo, too. Anyways, 73 to you there, John. Next up, we have WD5DON, Don in Corpus Christi, Texas. Please come now.
Well, good evening to you, Ivan, and the rest of the Youth Net. You kind of stole my thunder there, my friend, because I was going to say anteater as well, so you can put me down for that one. And I'm assuming that the field is still open for questions to you guys. So my question to you would be, have you ever built any kind of an electronic kit? Back to you, sir.
Yeah, I have not, like, specifically, well, I don't really know what you would call, but I actually made a motion sensor today to mess with some stuff, but using Arduino and connected to PIR input or output sensor, and made it so it when it detects motion, it buzzes a sensor and lights up a light. Anyways, 73 to you there, Don. Next up, we have KC1 Juliet Papa Delta Jeffrey in Milton, Vermont. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan, and everyone on the net tonight. You can put me down. I don't know if there's going to be room on the page there for it, but a proboscis monkey. A proboscis monkey. They're those monkeys that have the really big, huge noses. And whenever I see one, I crack up laughing. Hope everyone has a good night. This is KC1 JPD. Back to net.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have not heard of that kind of like breed of monkey, but yeah, monkeys are pretty funny animals. Anyways, that does sound pretty funny though with big nose. Anyways, 73 to you there, Jeffrey. Next up, we have W2BLT in Buffalo, New York. Please come now.
Well, good evening, Ivan. I'm a huge fan of the Animal Planet channel, and I think baby hippos Baby hippos are absolutely hilarious and strange to see. Have a great evening. This is W2BLT.
Alright, well, somebody threw to you there, Scott. Hippos are quite funny animals. Next up we have KB2BON, Kilo Bravo 2, Bravo Oscar November. That's Dog in Interlake in New York. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. And my first came out was an anteater. And I know it's been popular, but that was what came to my mind. I Googled a picture to make sure that I remembered what they looked like, and they certainly is the funniest one to me. KB2BON, back to that.
Margate, Florida. Please come now. K9, TJS, Thomas, Margate, Florida. Please come now.
K9 TJS, did you just call me?
Yes. Question today is, what is the funniest looking animal to you?
No, that's not a question, but the guy who talked about that monkey with the big nose, that's got to be on the top of the list. That's got to be one of the funniest animals. Anyway, I'm going to pass it back to you, K9 TJS. Thank you.
Alright, 73 to you there, Thomas. Next up we have WB3 ILA, Stephen in Easton, Pennsylvania. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. Doing a great job today. I had to jump on the DV switch. There's nothing but noise coming out of the repeater here where I live. Anyway, I second the vote for the duck-billed platypus. I did a book report on that thing in science class in 8th grade when I was young back in the 70s, and I'll never forget that thing. So anyway, that's my vote. This is WB3 ILA, and back to the net. Have a good one.
Yeah, 73 to you, Stephen there. Next up we have N1 WEB. That's Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. Please come now.
Thank you, Ivan, and good evening to the net. What a great question. I went to the zoo today, and, I saw a lot of funny-looking animals, but I think the one that made an impression on me was the aardvark. The armadillo. Put me down for armadillo. You mentioned it earlier, after somebody mentioned the sloth. The sloth was pretty funny, too. He was just hanging upside down and moving real slowly. But the armadillo, he was acting kind of silly. He was running around. I don't know if he didn't like being penned up or what, but he was pretty funny, running around and around in circles. So put me down for the armadillo. N1 WEB.
Yeah, Webb. Yeah, they look pretty funny, especially their noses. They look pretty similar to the aardvark, but I'd also say they look similar, like the anteater looks similar to the aardvark. Anyways, yeah, my sister does really like armadillos. 73 to you there, Webb. Next up, we have AB1EX, George in Madison, Alabama. Please come now.
Good evening to the net. I'm going to go with the sloth. I know that's not original. That's already been picked. But maybe not the funniest, but something about them is just very amusing to me. So put me down for the sloth. Back to net, AB1EX.
73 to you there, George. Yeah, I think we can all agree that just looking at this list here, mainly all the animals on this list are funny. So I won't be surprised if we get a ton of repeats. Anyways, next up we got Sale W2 SAL in Cheektowaga, New York. Please come out.
Good evening, Ivan and the rest of the youth out there and the crew. My interesting animal is called pangolin, Pangolin. I can't quite figure out what it's of. It's got scales that run down from head to toe, or head to tail. Looks like an old antique creature of some kind, and it's quite interesting. With that, I'll send it back to net control. W2SAL clear.
Okay, Sale, yeah, I'm just looking up a lot of the stuff online right now, and yeah, the pangolins, they do look, they look like some interesting animals. Anyway, 73 to you there, Sale. Next up, we have K2AB, Joe in East of Slip, New York. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan, and good evening to the net. I would have to say a seahorse. They're very humorous to look at when they're not hiding, but you got to find them. K2AP, back to net.
Yeah, the seahorses, they can be interesting. I think I've seen them once before at the aquarium around here, but yeah, they definitely are some interesting animals, and it's always funny why they're called seahorses. I truly don't know why. They don't really look like horses, but yeah. Anyways, 73 to you there, Joe. Next up we have KR4GIP River in Newborn, North Carolina. Please come now. KR4GIP River in Newburn, North Carolina. Please come now.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ivan. This is KR4GIP. The weirdest looking animal to me is the sarcastic fringe head. Look it up. It's very creepy. Anyways, this is KR4GIP. Back to you, Ivan.
Oh, okay, River. Yeah, I saw the link you put there, and yeah, they do look quite interesting. There's this one weird animal, or I should say species, that swims around the Lake Erie and the Erie Canal, and it's quite interesting. I forget what they're called, but they're invasive, and they're not supposed to be here. And they have they don't really have eyes, but they have these teeth all over their insides, and they look pretty creepy. Anyway, 73 to you there, River, and I think that's the end of my turn. So with that, we're going to pass it back to, I believe it's Vicky. KEAVKY, this is KE2EGF.
Thank you, Ivan. Great job. This is Vicky, K8VKY, and next up will be Grayson, KG4BUT. So, take more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8 PLV, Chris.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. Bill.
K6GBZ, K6GBZ, in and out.
N8DHC, N8DHC, in and out. Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles. Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles Mobile.
Three Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Bravo Sierra.
N2BH. N2BH. WB2JPQ. WB2JPQ.
All right, we've got WB2JPQ, N2BH, VA3YBS, KB2WGC, N8DHC, K6GBZ, VE3WVJ, and KB8PLV. Over to Grayson. And again, tonight's question is, what's the funniest looking animal you've seen?
Alrighty, this is Gray, KG4BT. I am from Orlando, Florida, and I'll be the net control operator for the second half of the Youth Net. First off, KB2WGC, Kevin from Homosassa, Florida.
Good evening to you and the rest of the net. The weirdest one I have ever seen was a stingray. I think they're just absolutely marvelous. A winged creature swimming in the ocean. Everybody have a good weekend. KB2WGC.
Alright, some free Steve Kevin. Next up, KB8PLV, Chris from Novi, Michigan.
Good evening to everyone listening on the Youth Net. You guys are all doing a wonderful job for net control. Put me down for a meerkat. They look silly, but they certainly are funny to watch running around. They act nervous, and I think that's why they inspired the Timon meerkat of Lion King. This is KB8PLV, back to net.
We see you, Chris. Next up, VE3WVJ, Bill from Sandburg, Ontario, Canada.
Well, hello, Grayson. This is Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. The name here is Bill, and it's Sudbury, Ontario. So, the animal I was thinking of would actually, before I mention my animal, I think the other net control station was talking about a lamprey, which is one of the invasive species in the Great Lakes with a whole bunch of teeth inside of it. It's a lamprey, but the animal I was thinking of was a duck-billed platypus. It's one of the weird creatures that we have. It's a mammal. It doesn't have a stomach. It just has a digestive tract. It has a soft duck-like bill, and it has poisonous spine on its rear feet. And it has a beaver's tail. So that's one of the weird animals I thought about, was a duck-billed platypus. Back to you, Grayson. Thanks a lot for taking the check-in, and you're doing a great job on the net. VE3WVJ. Back to you.
Alrighty, some freeze to Chris. Next up, VE3W. That's Bill. Hold on. Okay. VA3YBS. Bill from Dunville, Ontario, Canada.
Good evening, Grayson, and everybody on the net. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Grayson. I think the funniest animal is an alpaca. They always look like they're having a bad hair day. Anyway, you're doing a great job. VA3, YBS, back to you.
Howdy, some tweets to you, Bill. Next up, N2BH, Bill from Pell Mall, New York.
Good evening, Grayson and everybody. 3 bills in a row. That's kind of funny. Hairless cats. That's just not right. Cats are supposed to have hair. N2BH.
Yeah, okay, I do have to agree with you, Bill. That they do look pretty cursed. Some for you, Steve, Bill. Next up, WB2 JPQ, Dick from Eldon, New York.
Well, good evening. Boy, Bill is going to be a tough act to follow tonight, isn't he? He might get the award. Well, I couldn't think of anything, so I cheated. I Googled what's the ugliest animal, and it come up with a blobfish, P-L-O-B, fish, from Australia. So I cheated. I just want to make a comment. Our text line is working. You're not getting the acknowledgments back, and we know why that is. We have 100 text check-ins limit per day, and there was a problem with our provider this morning, so a lot of people tried 5, 6, 7 times this morning to get in, and it wasn't working, but it is working tonight. You're just not going to get the acknowledgement back, but after midnight it will all be better. Back to you, my friend. This is WB2JPQ.
Alright, sounds please, Dick. Next up, K4PJM, Kenley from Leesburg, Florida.
Audio level is a little above average. Still pretty good, though.
Alright, sounds please, Dick. Next up.
We're here. This is K4PJM. Kinsley thinks that the funniest looking thing is an anteater, huh? Don't you? She's here with me tonight. So yeah, an anteater would be the funniest thing that she thinks is going to come up. So K4PJM, back to that. Doing a great job.
Alright, some please to you, Kenley and Perry. Next up, I will hand y'all over to Sal, or okay, yeah, Sal. I'll hand out Sal for more check-ins.
Thanks, Grayson. All right, folks, we got to get some people stacked up over here and let these guys start running these call signs. We'll take anyone from anywhere. If you're mobile, shout it out quick, and we'll get you up real fast this way we don't lose you. With that, this is W2SAL for the WECR Youth Net for Friday night. Please come now.
Kilo 2, Charlie Mike Tango, K2 CMT.
Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta. Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta. David in Conroe, Texas.
N1 CBM, N1 CBM.
KD9TEV. KD9TEV.
All right, folks, we can use more of yous. I know you're out there. You guys like sitting in the backfield and making me struggle here to get you back on board. So we need a few more. Let's go.
N2ZVN with third-party traffic.
All right, let's hold up there. N2ZVN, we got you doubled with third-party traffic, KD9, PEV, N1CBM, our friend Carlos down there in Florida, K5DLD, KA8BYU, my pal Mike, K2CMT, November 3 DQD, W3 ICQ, and with that, we're going to send it over to Grayson to run some of these, and we'll see how far we get with them. Go ahead, Grayson, it's all yours.
Alrighty, thank you, Sal. Alrighty, W3 ICQ, Bob from Leesburg, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson. You're doing a great job tonight, and would you believe it, but Dick stole my thunder. I was looking up on AI, what's the weirdest looking fish, and I came up with the same thing, a blobfish. And you got to look at a picture of it because it really is a weird looking thing. Back to you, Grayson.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them before, yeah. Yeah. Some free to you, Bob. Next up, N3 DQD, way from Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, good evening, Grayson, and the rest of the net. This is N3DQD. Well, I was going to say a garden slug, but then Bill made me remember something, and I would have to say a hairless chihuahua. Those things, they feel like rubber. You don't even want to pet one. At least I never did. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Already some freeze to you away. Next up, K2 CMT, Mike from DeBerry, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the net. Thank you all for joining us this evening. He's not actually the weirdest looking animal, but he looks and acts just like his reputation. That's the Tasmanian devil.
Already some freeze to you, Mike. Next up, KA8 BYU, boy from Bassettle, New York.
Good evening, Grayson, and everybody on Youth Net, KA8BYU. Yeah, I gotta agree with the anteater. It's a funny looking thing. And I liked when they had all the anteater cartoon series that brought him into kind of a prominence back in the day. Back to you.
Already some freeze to you, boy. Next up, K5DLD, Dave from Connerwell, Texas.
Good evening, Grayson. Good evening, everybody on the net. I'd say about the weirdest animal I've seen in person is one of those hairless cats. They just don't look right. Back to the net. Kilo 5, Delta Lima Delta.
This is ARRL Audio News, your weekly summary of news highlights from the world of amateur radio. I'm John Ross, KD9DJ, and this is the ARRL Audio News for Friday, March 30th, 2026. For tower climber Denny Todd, KC7RVK, there is only one required tool: fear. Todd, now 86
Okay. I'm just going to pretend nothing happened, though. Next up, N1CBM, calls from Hollywood, Florida.
Hello, Grayson. Reaver, Vicky, thanks for running the first half of the net. Appreciate it. My mission was half successful. I'll fill you in the details later in the Zoom room. For me, the weirdest looking animal is the red-lipped batfish. If Dick and Bob think their blobfish is weird looking, you gotta Google this one. It's a fish. It's a puppy. I don't know. It's a fish that walks. It doesn't swim. It's got a red lip. It's weird. You just go ahead and look it up, and you let me know what you think. N1CBM, back to you, Grayson. Doing a great job.
Alrighty, 742 Carlos. Next up, KD9PEV, claim from Woods, Wisconsin.
Good evening, Grayson. I would say personally, and this is probably an unpopular opinion, that the strangest looking animal is a horse. And my question for you is, have you ever ridden a horse? This is KD9PEV, back to you.
To answer your question, yes, I have ridden horses before. 742 Clave. Next up, N2ZBN. Alan with Maddie from Kendall, New York.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the net tonight. My answer is going to be a Chinese crested, and that's like a hairless Chihuahua, but it's similar but not quite. But I think they're so ugly they're cute, you know? At any rate, here's Maddie with hers.
A Harry Frogfish, because they walk on dolphins.
That's Maddie's answer. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. N2ZBN, back to net control.
Alrighty, 742 to y'all. Next up, 32 SAL, Sal to get more check-ins, and it's 8:48, and Ivan goes at Wibble goes at 8:40. So I think that will be my last check-in. With that said, 742 to y'all.
All right, great job there, Grayson. All right, folks, we need about 15 of you to check in tonight so we can get Miss River through to the end of this for the next 20 minutes. So with that, we'll take check-ins at this time. Also, our text line is open, 716-317-9050, but you will not get a confirmation because we exceeded our limit. And also, you can text us at ecr.radio to beat the pile-up. With that, we'll start taking check-ins at this time. Go ahead.
W2RBC.
Whiskey 4, Bravo Lima Whiskey. Whiskey 4, Bravo Lima Whiskey.
That last check-in, we quite didn't get you. You got to put a little bit more power behind you or change your direction a little bit. I think we had it as a KE8 question mark. Please try again. All right, anyone else out there? We're still looking for a few.
Kilo Delta Niner Yankee X-ray X-ray KD9Y XX Frank, Indiana.
FLO KE2 FLO.
All right, folks, we're going to have Miss River run these from the bottom up, and or actually from the top down. I'm going to run them from the bottom up, and then we'll come back to more. KE2 FLO, we got Mike in Buffalo. KD9YXS, we got Frank in Indiana. W4 BLW, we got Bobby in Texas. W2 RBC, Randy in West Seneca. And with that, Miss River, it's all yours. W2SAL to KR4GIP. Take it away.
All right, thank you, Sal. This is KR4GIP. I just wanted to remind everyone that you can ask me a question too. And the question of the night is, what is the funniest looking animal to you? With that, we're going to send it over to W2RBC, Randy in Seneca, New York.
Good evening, River, and everyone on the Youth Net. The funniest animal that I've ever seen is a shoe-billed stork. It's a bird that lives in Africa. Back to Net Control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Yeah, you should hear what they sound like. They're pretty creepy sounds that they make. Anyways, thank you for coming. Next up, we have W2VLW, Bobby in Hitchcock, Texas.
Yeah, thank you. Whiskey 4, Bravo Lima Whiskey here. Bobby from Hitchcock. Thank you for hosting the net. I was asked to join an offshore fishing crew last year, and to my surprise, when I thought we were out hunting these huge fish that were supposed to be underwater, to my surprise, we were chasing fish that flew. We were chasing fish that were out of the water, flying with wings, because they were the bait. So that was just the craziest thing that I had ever seen in my life. Whiskey 4, Bravo Lima Whiskey, back to Net Control.
Yeah, flying fish are pretty amazing. I've never seen them in real life, but I did watch Wild Kratts, and yeah, that's all you need to know. Next up, we have KD9YXX, Frank in Edwardsport, Indiana.
Yeah, thanks for doing the net. I think the funniest animal for me is a sloth. Back to Net Control.
All right, thank you for coming. Next up, we have KE2FLO, Mike in Buffalo, New York.
Good evening, River, Grayson, Ivan, everyone else on the net tonight. The weirdest animal for me, I didn't see it personally. I did see it on Animal Planet or one of those animal shows on TV. It would be a tarsier. It's a little primate like a monkey, but it's got some really big, weird-looking eyes, kind of like an alien. And with that, I'll say back to you, Net Control. Thanks for doing the net. KE2FLO.
All right, thank you for coming. Is that like an aye-aye? I'm going to hand it over to, let's see. I'm going to hand it over to Sal to get some more check-ins. is Care4GIP. Over to you, Sal.
All right, thanks, Miss River. All right, folks, we need about 5 or 6 more of you folks to get in here and check in so that we can run Miss River right to the end at 9 o'clock. So at this time, we'll take check-ins.
Good evening. KA3BMS. King Abel 3, Boston, Mary Sugar, southeastern Pennsylvania.
Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike, third party for Kinsley. Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike.
Come on, I know there's a few more of you out there. When I start calling for sandbaggers, you guys jump in, and I really don't want to do that tonight. So I'm trying to be nice, so no sandbaggers tonight. Just check them in.
This is Kilo Mike 7, Charlie Delta Charlie. That's KM7, CDC. My name is Benjamin. I'm in Tempe, Arizona.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
All right, folks, I'm looking for one more. Come on, anyone. It doesn't matter where you're from. We'll whichever way you bring it in here.
This is Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. I just want to do a quick in and out, and I want to say thank you to all the net controllers tonight. You did a really great job. I'm actually impressed because I'm a little older than all three of you put together, and I think I couldn't even have done a good job like you guys did. So back to you guys. This is VE3WVJ. Sending it back to you. Thank you.
Hey, Bill, thanks for the flowers and the compliments. And, yep, the kids do a fantastic job on here. That's where we keep plugging every Friday night right here at 8 p.m. So thank you for checking in. I know you're in and out. From there, we're going up to November 4, RAG, and KM7, CDC. And then we have K4, PJM with Kinsley Third Party, and KA3, BMS. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Miss River, KR4, GIP. It's all yours, sweetheart. Take it away.
Thank you, Sal. Next up, we have KA3, BMS, Hank in Gwinnett Valley, Pennsylvania.
The correction, I'm not in Gwinnett Valley at all. That's only my mailing address. I hail from Newtown Square. Is there a topic for tonight I should address? Over.
The South Coast Reflector will be connecting to the Central Texas Hub in Gatesville, Texas in 10 minutes.
Guys, Hank, the question tonight is, what's the funniest looking animal to you?
Wait, catch that?
Alrighty. Mister, I got the question, the funniest looking animal to me. And the young lady on the microphonium, please repeat, I did not hear what you said. There is a double, over.
Alright, I asked you what you said. I don't know. I'm very tired right now. Anyways, the question of the night is, what's the funniest looking animal to you? If you'd like to answer, you can come back. This is KA3BMS.
I'll answer the question as I will reinterpret. What are the funniest looking, or what are the strangest looking creatures to me? There are a lot of peculiar deep sea creatures, which I thought were awfully odd, almost to the point of being ugly. So ugly they're scary. One of them, the first one that comes to my mind is the lanternfish. I remember reading about that decades ago. And there's another type of fish I saw. I can't remember the name of it right offhand. It's transparent. You could look right through it, see all of its innards, all of its gizzards, whatever you want to call it. Third answer is, I was at the Indian Steps Museum in York County along the Susquehanna River, south central Pennsylvania. And I can't remember, it was a two-headed calf or a two-headed wolf. So there's three answers for you. Did I fulfill your request for tonight? This is KA3BMS.
All right, thank you for coming. We only wanted one, but three is good too. Next up we have KA4PJM, Kinsley and Perry in Leesburg, Florida.
Good evening. We're coming on here third party tonight because Kinsley was over visiting and she didn't agree with my answer. Can you hear me now? K4PJM. Well, we had a little malfunction here. So Kinsley didn't agree with my answer, so she wants a sloth instead of what I said is anteater. So here she is on the Zoom tonight. She's having a good time. So K4PJM, you can hear me now? Okay. Take care.
Yep, we can hear you now. Thank you for coming. And a fun little fact about sloths is they're always smiling all the time because it takes too much effort to move their facial muscles to do anything else. Next up, we have KM7CDC Benjamin in Tempe, Arizona.
Good afternoon, and thank you for taking the net. My first answer is going to be not really true, but I would have to say Ringo Starr. He's a type of beetle. My second answer would have to be a tardigrade. Technically, it's alive. It's not necessarily a mammal or an animal. It's more of a, well, I don't know what it is, but that's kind of half the fun. So that's my answer. It's a tardigrade. It's a microscopic, near microscopic sized animal that can survive for a period of time in space and dry up and rehydrate hundreds of years later, supposedly. That's it for me. This is Benjamin, KM7CDC. Back to net.
The South Coast Reflector will be connecting to the Central Texas Hub in Gatesville, Texas in 5 minutes.
Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Good evening, River. Thank you for conducting the net. November 4, Romeo Teleco. The first time I saw a seahorse swimming over the coral reef was memorable. River, my question for you, do your teachers emphasize the use of the metric system at your school? November 4, Roger M. Enthusiast, return to net.
No, my teachers don't. My teacher is my mom because I'm homeschooled. But yeah, she doesn't really emphasize that. It is kind of smart to use the metric system. Anyways, I'm gonna head to either Sal or Vicky to get some more check-ins for the last couple of minutes in the net. This is KR4GIP. Over to whoever takes it, I guess.
All right, River, thank you very much. I'll take it from here and see if we can get a few more check-ins for Miss River. This is Carlos, N1CBM. I was on an assignment for the first 30 minutes, and I again thank Vicky and Sal for taking it over for me. Let's get some more few check-ins. This is a speed round. Remember, guys, we have like 2 or 3 more minutes. Doesn't mean we have to win in 3 minutes, but if you want to talk to River, she loves talking to you guys. So come on in right now. Call signs twice and slow for your question, and then you can ask a question back.
KD2 VNU, in and out.
N0 JMB, in and out.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Zulu Lima. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Zulu Lima on the VMR.
Anybody else? Anybody else for this last minute on the Youth Net number 152?
Whiskey 8, Mike Sierra Whiskey, Bowling Green, Ohio, in and out.
Michael, you're new to the system. The system will send you an email with all the information the East Coast Reflector is all about. Look for it. N0 JMB, Jason, KD2 VNU, Jerby Dan, thanks for checking in and out. And I see a new one, W8MSW. Is that a good check, good call sign?
Just on the road and the net, so I just thought I'd check in and out.
All right, you're a little far away from the repeater. If you can, with your call signs twice and slow, so we can confirm it here for you.
It is Whiskey 8, Mike Sierra Whiskey. Again, Whiskey 8, Mike Sierra Whiskey. Bowling Green, Ohio, on the road near Fremont.
Okay, we got you this time, Stephen. Look for your email. East Coast Reflector Computer's going to send you an email with all the goodies we're all about. Thanks for checking in and out. I'm going to send it over to River to take care of these 2 customers, and this is Carlos, N1CBM. River, you have it.
Thank you, Carlos. This is KR4GIP. I'm gonna send it over to N0JMB, Jason in Richmond, Minnesota. N0JMB, Jason in Richmond, Minnesota. Please come now. All right, we're going to mark you in and out. Next up is KJ5NZL Michael in Georgetown, Los Angeles.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Zulu Lima. It's Georgetown, Louisiana. And the strangest animal is these armadillos we got to run around here. Back to you.
All right. Thank you for coming. I'm going to send it over to, either Sal, Carlos, or Vicky to terminate the net. This is KR4GIP over to whoever gets it.
Thank you very much, River. I appreciate that, you giving me those last 5 minutes to close the net. On behalf of the kids who love this net on Fridays at 8, River, Grayson, and Ivan, also Miss Vicky, always behind the computer, keeping us straight with the logs, and Sal, just playing second over there. Everybody in the Zoom room and the board of directors of the ECR. This is Carlos, N1CBM, thanking everybody for today's net, number 152. 152 nets, can you believe that? For Friday the 13th, 2026. We'll see you next Friday, and I'm returning the reflector to its normal amateur radio use. 7 3s.